This advances to the round of 8.
And let's go. PvP on Eddie. Oh.
Well, that's not encouraging.
No, that's not encouraging.
Spawning in the top right-hand position as the purple Protoss, we have Gosudark. And in the bottom left-hand corner as the teal Protoss, we have Favorit. All right, this looks at least a little bit better. Maybe not amazing, but
it looks a lot better in comparison to the last game, although it's far from what players are used to.
And of course we are on In the Way of an Eddie.
Eddie.
You know what one thing that drives me nuts about Remaster is that, like, even if you put it in full screen mode, right? It's like, it still allows you to click on any windows underneath it. So like if I have the Battle.net app open and I'm not careful, I'll get portions of the map where I can't click on them because it's trying to click on the Battle.net app.
Or
like right now,
every time.
Yeah, and like
I'm always playing on full screen and never had anything.
And like right now, the Skype call is in the top right-hand side of the map. So every time I click the top right-hand side of the map, like right below, like Gosudark and Favorit, it like tabs me out and puts me in the Skype call and shows Mazur's face.
Oh my god, that's awful, man.
So yeah, I don't know why they did it that way. Either way, Pylon's going down.
I closed that window and the Skype goes.
Yeah.
Normal,
yeah, that's what I have to remember always to do is minimize all my windows, and then I'm fine. But if I don't minimize my windows.
Okay. Back to the game. No shenanigans, standard openings, pylons in the main. And we have cross positions, so if any one of them would decide to go for any kind of rush to gate opening, that will be difficult.
All right, so what do you think here? Who's favored between these guys? You have someone that you think is the favored player?
I would say Favorit is the favorite, although in this lag, man, everything can happen.
Oh, and now all of a sudden, I mean, it's still high turn rate, but now all of a sudden it's weird how it goes from being very smooth to like holy lag of Batman. Like we just had 5 seconds smooth as butter, and now we're getting like back to stutter probes.
Yeah.
All right, so gate and gas for both players.
My god.
And both players are scouting. It looks like Gosudark scouted a little bit earlier, perhaps a pylon scout or something.
Yeah.
So he's not going to get any fast intel from this, though. And then, of course, Favorit is scouting, and both players are going to scout incorrectly first. And let's see, do they both go for... Are they going to go for Zealots? Does not look like Gosudark is going to make a Zealot, but Favorit is going to make a Zealot. So in this case, that will slightly favor Gosudark because, well, Favorit's not being very aggressive and they're cross maps, so making the Zealot not necessary here.
Well, on one hand, not too necessary, but, you know, the gateway is either way. So if you do the initial Zealot, you will have basically the same amount of goons with an additional Zealot. If someone will try something in the early stage, some kind of push, so this is an advantage.
Yeah, although I think the normal way for doing Zealot Goon involves a slight probe cut after that, right?
Yeah. Depends on the scout. If you will scout fast or not, it depends on that, but as both players played an early scout, that will be a factor later on.
Oh, the probe's going to get in. It's going to see a second gateway here from Favorit. And so, yeah, Gosudark's going to know that Favorit is going to play 2-gate aggressive here, given that it's a reverse ramp map. That probe is going to be trapped and meet its end. Oh, actually, he noticed it maybe just in time to live a little bit longer. And the goon's bugging out horribly, and the probe is still alive. And so Gosudark is going to respond in kind by putting down two more gates for a total of 3 gates. Oh, the bro is still alive. Oh, now we get a smooth moment in the game where it's butter smooth. I wish I understood how lag works. All of a sudden now it's great. It's literally like perfect. Alright, so goon range for both players is of course being upgraded. I'm assuming no one's faking +1 air weapons with 2 and 3 gates down.
So basically Gosudark is playing in a similar manner to the game on Sylphid versus Bonnie. So probably he will try a similar type of aggression when 1 or 2 rounds from those 3 gateways will pop.
The way it suddenly got smooth reminds me of those days back when PCs were actually weak, where you'd like get in a game with someone and then you'd be like, yo, pause, go close all your apps, and they'd like close some apps and all of a sudden it would be smooth.
Yeah.
All right, so Favorit is moving out across the map now with 4 goons. I think 4 goons. Yeah, 4 goons in his lot against 3 goons here from Gosudark. Gosudark's going to get initial shots off, though. So he's in a good position here on this tight area. And we might even snipe a goon. And that would be a good start for Gosudark. Nice snipe. And actually, does he want to continue? No, he's going to move back. Okay, well, he takes that advantage and kind of throws it away. Of course, Gosudark is going to be totally fine back at home because he's closer to his reinforcements and has 3 reinforcements instead of 2. And another snipe here for Gosudark. And this might be an overextension by Favorit because, let's face it, Gosudark is on 1 more gateway. So if too much damage is dealt, Gosudark might be able to walk across the map and do some damage.
Yeah, Gosudark really abused in a nice manner the map because he attacked his opponent from the high ground. So that was quite nice usage. And we see a robotic facility and a spurt bay by Favorit.
Yeah, so the support bay is done. He's confident that he can go ahead and go reverse, but Gosudark has a lot of Dragoons right now. That is a huge difference in Dragoon count. Gosudark is going to walk over him. It's going to definitely force him down his ramp. Let's see, 6 here against, well, maybe it's even. No, it's one more Dragoon for Gosudark. Yeah. And yeah, definitely Favorit losing too many early goons. Now has to go down his ramp. And so now he's going to have this difficult situation of getting over. But let's see, it might just be that Gosudark pushes down all the way. Reaver should be getting close. And if Gosudark gets down the ramp comfortably, then he can easily walk on top of the Reaver and snipe it. Although Favorit is pulling probes, he knows this is a little bit dangerous. And Gosudark with a huge walk forward right on top of the Dragoons, doesn't even move shot. But he's killed them all. And now this means the probes are going to go down almost immediately. And it looks like Gosudark is going to be taking game 1. He's got more reinforcement. Yeah, nothing can stop this at this point. Especially with all the probes falling and nothing left to drill with. That's over. 3 more goons almost here to reinforce. The Reaver's not even going to have a Scarab to shoot with. It's just going to get auto-sniped.
And it's game.
Yes, it is. Actually, he's going to get 1 Scarab shot off, but the goons are like perfectly split, so it doesn't matter. All the probes being pulled, reinforcements arriving. And unfortunately, Favorit says, phew, this is hard, GG.
Okay, I think
we can try it. We can try it. I'll watch from your screen since it's by player request. I'm quite comfortable with that. That's fine.
Okay. I'll share it in a moment.
And we'll see if Gosudark's going to be able to close it out 2-0. Questions. This will probably relieve at least a little bit of lag. But that game was interesting because it was laggy and then it wasn't, and it was laggy and then it wasn't.
Yeah, that's tricky.
It just makes you think, wow, if we can get it so that it's not laggy at times, we should be able to get it to be not laggy at all time. At least that's how I want to think of it. It looks like they have opted for circuit breakers for map number 2. Big time macro map. Just an absolute metric ton of bases on this map.
Yeah, but similar to Eddie, because Eddie has also a lot of maps. But the middle is flat, whereas in Eddie, as we could see, there was a lot of high ground, low ground, so it's more difficult to fight on the middle.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Game number 2.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've got screen share, so we're set up that way. And then we just need our start.
Ugh.
All right, so spawning in the bottom right-hand corner as our blue Protoss, we have Favorit. And in the top right-hand position as the teal Protoss, we have Gosudark.
It appears to be a little bit better, but like in this prior game, it was the same case, and later on.
From what I'm seeing, like the lag is mostly just the issue with Peru and whatever, but less odds takes at least a little pressure off. But I'm pretty sure even if it was just Favorit and Gosudark, there would be still a decent amount of lag.
Unfortunately. Okay, what do we see here? Still on the main, on both sides.
No early probes, so it's got to be no. Well, I could still be a fast Nexus build, but I feel like that's kind of gone out of popularity. That was popular for a while, 4 or 5 years ago, but it's not being done as much anymore.
Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities to counter this build order, so of course if it would work then it's a huge advantage, although it's difficult to
yeah, there was a popular way of doing it where you'd go 12 next and then you'd basically do like 12 and 14 gateway right after it and get like 5 zealots, and it was kind of like a delayed 2-gate, so it was enough pressure to like kind of keep Protoss at home, let you cannon up, and then usually break up the ramp to get scouting intel and then respawn based off that. But I don't know, players have been doing that less.
And Favorit is scouting in the middle. No, Gosudark, sorry.
Yeah.
Favorit in the right direction, so we have 2-gate versus gas expansion, and we see a second gate. Instant second gate.
So Favorit, I guess knowing there's lag, I think he's just probably like, I'm not confident in my micro and this lag, so I'm just going to play 2 gates and just play it safe.
Yep.
That would be my guess, since he already has his gas.
And the gas, so this is the boulder that we were talking about prior.
And of course, both players still have their probes alive, because no zealots out to even chase them, and honestly, you can keep probes alive to almost infinity zealots.
Yeah, but
unlike Zerglings, zealots are not good chasers of probes.
Yeah, but on the Favorit's probe has like
it does a lot of damage.
HP. Yeah. Okay, so we have the initial zealot. And Favorit was able to kill the probe of Gosudark. Okay.
And in comes the first zealot here from Gosudark, and it's going to go immediately for the mineral lines. That's a popular way to play it. If you can get your opponent running around chasing your zealots, you can be a lot more effective, whereas if your opponent just blocks off this ramp, obviously you're not getting up that.
Yeah, but surprisingly, Gosudark decided to skip or delay the next 2 zealots.
Yep, I guess he wants to get his core out pretty fast. I'm assuming he's got a core, yeah.
Yeah, both players have...
How much faster for...
Basically the same point.
Okay, so they did kind of the same thing. Favorit just hanging around, keeping a couple zealots positioned in the mineral line, and has 1 or 2 zealots chasing Gosudark around. And I mean, probably Gosudark's just going to stay in the base with his zealot and just use a scouting zealot instead of a probe. Little beefier. Takes a little more commitment, a little more conviction to kill, and unlike a scouting probe, it can more easily come in and go for a probe kill. But I think with the numbers out, I don't think any probe kills will occur. And I'm just waiting to see check choice right now. Right now, obviously, just players focusing on getting a couple Dragoons out, and it looks like Goon range has started for both. Did I see that right? Are both cores spinning?
Yeah.
Okay. And is that Zealot finally about to get picked off? Which will then allow tech choices to be placed comfortably, or maybe since there's a probe, it could be a third gate though too. Ah, DT. Oh,
nice.
Cancel. Nice. Okay. Third gateway for Gosudark. So Gosudark is like, well, I killed him with 3 gates last game. I'll kill him with 3 gates this game. Which makes it a bit of a bummer that he didn't go for Citadel, because I have a feeling Gosudark is not going to get a robo super soon.
Yeah, I'm curious if he just didn't see the Citadel or decided that his opponent will take it. So the question is, I will see a robo.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he made a robo. Alright, so now we're just waiting to see where Favorit's going with this. I don't think Favorit added a robo, right, either? He's just going to expand off 2 gates?
But look at the probe count. Again, Gosudark cuts a lot of probes.
Yeah, he does. He does that. He really does that.
Yeah.
He just, like, refuses to... I mean, same thing versus Bonte. He just, like, he doesn't like to build probes in his PvP. I guess that's how his PvP plays. He just relies on, like, cutting probes for early units and having a really strong early unit count. Yeah, Blunt makes a good point too. He says too obvious fake is not a fake at all. Which is true. Alright, so now with his large unit count, Gosudark here moving out across the bridges. But it looks like as long as Favorit doesn't overextend or do something silly, he should be just fine. He's got, what, 6 or 7 goons and, like, 3 zealots? And he's getting a robo of his own. Oh, he loses a goon, though.
Yeah.
But across double bridges, that's pretty good defensive power. Looks like Gosudark is not going to swing around and try to come down the high ground and come around the back way. I have to admit, that's one dynamic of Circuit Breaker I really like. I mean, you've got these easily defendable bridges, but then I like the way you can swing around to the high ground, but if you do that, you have to wait like another 10 seconds for your attack.
It looks like...
he's worried about DT.
Yeah, keeping those 3 guns on the cliff, on the ramp. So Favorit is in a difficult spot because he decided to go for an expansion and no tech further, whereas
So,
Favorit...
You know what, though? That means that Favorit's fake worked, more or less, because, I mean, Gosudark is holding 3 goons on the ramp and getting a robo. Like, he was obviously worried there was going to be DTs.
Yeah, but now he saw how many guns he has, and I think that he might feel that this was a fake. And now this will be difficult to hold on by Favorit because he had only 2 guns, 2 gateways.
Yeah.
So, and even despite this factor, look at this limit. 11 difference.
Yeah, I know, right? Gosudark's army, and you know Gosudark's army is like 4 or 5 goons bigger, so that means there's at least a 20 difference in the number of probes.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Well,
let's count the army size and see what difference that's got to be in probes. It's literally probably a 20 probe difference. All right, so, but Favorit's really out of position for this. His goons are not set up in the way he'd want them. He doesn't know this is coming in yet, and this could be really bad for Favorit. He's going to need those zealots to do amazing tanking work, and he's still not reacting. Has Favorit possibly messed this up here with this slow reaction? His Nexus is up, his economy is great, but if he takes a bunch of damage here, he is just going to be out of the game right now. He is backing all the way up. There we go. Now he's finally got an arc. Gosudark also repositioning here, microing back, and the question is, can the Reaver come out and save the day? It might be able to, but these Dragoons need to die not too fast. He needs them to stay alive a little bit longer so the Reaver can get some good shots off on clump Dragoons, but Gosudark just runs immediately on top of the Reaver, and I think he's just got too many Dragoons. The Reaver gets sniped, one more Scarab goes off, but it's on a frontal goon. Probes are not pulled, And will Gosudark be able to overrun him? I don't know. Actually, wait, this is getting closer than I expected. And wow, I guess softened up enough, and Favorit holds on.
I'm really surprised that he managed to hold it off.
Yeah, did you see that happening? I did not see that happening until it was just over. That would be a battle I would love to go back and watch and see what happened. Maybe it was one of those cases where just none of the goons were quite dying, and all of them were just super soft, so they just all of a sudden melted.
Maybe.
Because the Reaver, there weren't like any clutch Reaver Scarabs that made huge clumps of goons softened up, but it just sort of, the attack just sort of melted. Now it should be great for Favorit. Favorit should be able to win this game pretty easily. He took like no economic damage. Gosudark only just now is expanding. We know the difference in probe count.
Yeah, and the difference limit is 20. What on this stage of the game is huge.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Observer was sniped. We have 5 gateways incoming versus 3. Both players stacked Reaver.
And the economy from Gosudark just so weak right now. That's what happens when you don't probe.
10 probes, literally 10 probes in each expansion.
That's rough.
It's the same amount that Favorit has in his main.
Do we have a Citadel yet from Favorit? Or just 5 gates and just Goon Reaver?
I think good Reaver.
Alright. Probably 2 Reavers attack. Oh, does he see the ops? No. Oh, yes, he does. Trying to snipe it in heavy lag. But he doesn't get it. Oh, is he going to try to expand? There's a probe over there. Nah, I guess not.
I think that was the intention was to build a pylon here to scout.
That would make sense, yeah. A lot more sense than an expansion.
Yeah.
I'm behind. I'm going to send an expansion on a direct attacking path of my opponent. Bad tactical choices 101. Alright, so this is snowballed to be about a 30 supply advantage here for Favorit. And now I think we're just waiting on a shuttle for Favorit to come out, and then I think we'll see an attack from Favorit.
There's 15 guns versus 13, so 2 gun difference, although Favorit has additional 5 zealots, so...
Yeah, and keep in mind the gateway count favors Favorit right now. So if they just like trade armies, like it's good for Favorit because he's got 5 gateways reinforcing versus just 3.
Yeah, yeah. It's difficult to pronounce it. Yeah, it's something Favorit's favorite because he's...
Oh yeah. Like how many times do I gotta say it? I already said it. How many more times I gotta say it?
So there is a shuttle, huge army, and let's see how this confrontation will go.
The only thing I wish he had was leg speed, and he was going to reinforce with slots instead of reinforcing with dragoons.
There's Citadel for both players, so...
Oh wow, now we're getting 3 gates from Gosudark as well as a Citadel. And Gosudark is making some slow bots, which is not going to be that great here against this incoming attack. Oh, and he needs to move these goons off. Okay, and he does move them back pretty quickly. Let's see if he's going to bring... Oh, he can't bring the rest of his army up to posture. Oh, this is crazy. If he goes across the bridges... No, you can't do that, bro. You got to go over the high ground. There's 2 Reavers there. If you go across those bridges, you're going to get murdered. He's kind of hesitating. Favorit's like... I guess he doesn't feel confident enough yet to go for it. Oh, he's... Oh, he can go in and trap these guys off. His observer sees them, so he's going to get a free kill there. That's good. And is Gosudark seriously going to try to attack the other side of his army? This is not... I think this is a bad... Well, if that much of the army split off... Reavers are down, though. And he's not getting off any good shots initially, and it's a good arc, yeah. So that just turns out all around bad for Gosudark. And I think now, with good control, Favorit should be able to take this fight. I think he just needs to go over the high ground, and he'll have a huge advantage. I mean, he's got, like, almost triple the Dragoon count.
Yeah, I think that even without good control, this is
He might
close
be
to being
right.
over. Yeah.
I mean, as long as he doesn't fly, maybe. Well, 3 Reavers. No, he probably needs his Reavers to do something too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. You know, this is Protoss, so 1A, 2A, 3A, and yeah.
1A, 2A, 3A. Who even needs micro? Just 1A, 2A,
Yeah.
3A. All right, here we go, and we got some reinforcing zealots coming up now, and a Reaver's being moved in to be dropped. There's no shuttle here, so that's really nice micro potential here. If Favorit just targets down the Reavers, and one Reaver is going to fall. Oh, it's very close to falling, but it actually isn't dead yet. All right, so he's picking off some of the initial zealots, but it looks.
And
oh,
again, DTs.
no way! What? Oh my god!
There's
All right.
observer.
Oh, if he can just keep that observer alive for like just the right amount of time and just bring it up. But will he see it? Sometimes, okay, he does see it, but actually, I think the DTs have done enough to hold the attack right now. He's going to move forward and try to get the Reaver. He will get it, but now everybody can see each other's obs, and I bet you, I was going to say, I bet you Gosudark's going to snipe that obs.
Those DTs, man.
They seriously saved the day. I mean, it's still a great position for Favorit, but that's the reason Gosudark didn't die right there.
Panic DTs for the win.
No wonder that they're his favorite unit. I wonder how many times that saved him from dying.
Yeah, it's the same as in games versus Bonnet. The same type of play.
Yep. Just like, oh, panic DTs, let's go, panic. K. This is live, folks, this is live. Favorit versus Gosudark, tied 1-0 advantage for Gosudark. It's probably going to be tied up 1-1. Look at all those gateways from Favorit, who actually has a good economy behind this.
Yeah,
Is that 10 gates?
Yeah, 10 gates from one expansion.
My goodness, it's going to be a lot of zealots though, because that third base is not a gas base. It has a few Templar mixed in, and oh, look at this. We've got a storm drop coming up, boyos. And we're going to get, what, 6 or 7 probes right there, and...
Still nice reaction time.
Yeah. Oh, coming around for the shuttle snipe, but the shuttle is... Oh, it's very low on health, though. I think he's got it. Boom. Goodbye, shuttle. Oh, wow, suddenly Gosudark's supply has popped up a little bit, but Favorit with those 10 gateways coming online here should be macroing like a beast here shortly. Especially if he's calculated it right and he can actually afford to produce out of 10 gateways. Seems like a bit of a lot, but I guess since he's about to transfer, and especially if he's planning to make... Oh, he canceled a few of them, I think.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, maybe this is a little overkill. I'm not actually ready to produce out of 10 gates.
Not yet.
You can definitely get there. $1-0 for Favorit. Does Gosudark have an upgrade? No. Okay, so small upgrade advantage also for Favorit. Lots of things in Favorit's advantage here. Favorit is the favorite in this game.
Look.
That's such a small army. Yeah, if that's his army, that's like such a joke. It's not even... What is it even doing down there? It's like 6 units. Okay, it's 10 units or whatever, but still. What are you going to do? I mean, yeah, Archons are kind of nice against a Zealot-heavy army, but it's 1 Archon. It's like, oh, I'm going to contain you with 1 control group. What now? You're never coming across the bridges. I've got an Archon. And a probe. Never forget.
I think that the probe matters.
It's going to block. Factor. It's going to screw up the AI for all 4 attacking control groups.
Oh, misclick? Oh no, not misclick.
Okay. I was like, oh, if that's High Templar and those probes are all saturating on that last mineral. He's going to go for a Nexus snipe in the main, and he's going to get it, but it's not going to matter because the main's mined out.
Yeah, but there's no observer.
Oh, it's still gas, though. Gas, okay. Gas has some value. Gas has some value. I guess you need to remake that Nexus for the gas. And oh, he's gonna try to use this confusion here with a lot of the army pulled back to attack the third. And whoa, Favorit's army is very out of position now. I think he's still got enough that he's gonna be okay. But his army was behind the minerals and very out of position. And now he's walking up the high ground. Now some pre-storms would be fantastic. I don't know if he... Well, he's going to engage. I don't know where the Reavers went. Oh, the Reavers are back there. Okay. Okay, storm dodging here by Gosudark, but I think Favorit is getting a little impatient here, choosing to fight uphill. I don't understand the reason for that. I would just wait for Gosudark to move down on the ledge here, because Favorit doesn't have his whole army with him. And this is a strange choice here by Favorit. I hope it's working out for him. For the moment, he's got to move back, though, and he's definitely got to collect the rest of his army here from the main. I mean, I think he's still going to have enough reinforcements, enough things coming down that he can hold, but the splash damage right now does... Oh, actually, that's a great snipe on that Reaver, though. And with a few Dragoons to deal with the Archon, this is going to get a little bit better. And, okay, Favorit's going to be able to hold here.
Yeah. And
I was really worried that he was almost going to mess that up. And Gosudark just says GG. 1-1.
1-1. Game
The
3.
deciding game, the final game of the day. The winner of this next game is in the round of 8. Will it be Gosudark? Will it be Favorit? It's time to find out on Sylphid. Wait, am I right?
Yes, you're right. Game number 3.
Yeah. On Sylphid. He did walk that Reaver across the entire map, right? Like,
yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Nothing like the walk the Reaver across the map strategy. Oh, did you get screwed for using caps?
Yeah.
Is it case sensitive? Oh, it is.
You said you have a cookie exchange with the sorority? When is that?
Next.
Let me down. Oh.
Oh, you're being very black.
Well, you know, the week gets busier as you go along.
Oh, no.
The final deciding PvP will either player bust out some cheddar, or will they go for a standard game?
But you know, Gosudark is really committing to his name. Each game, DGs.
Truth. Truth.
Yeah, wait a minute. Gotten involved in it. Involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still tied 13 to 13 with 6 minutes left in the third quarter, you know? Anyway.
A short break. Favorit needs to use the toilet, so we'll be starting in a moment.
All right. All right. All right.
God, they can't sack him to save their life.
Bonth, Gosudark, Favorit, Violet.
So guys, we can only say that the group draw from the BSL5 round of 16 will be just after this group. So everyone should like stay here because we will have raffle for the chat. And yeah, this is what I wanted to say.
All right. So. I am excited to see, although I wish there was a bit less lag, but you know, outside of that, I'm excited to see who's headed on to the round of 8. There we go. Is Gosudark my twin? What? Am I missing something?
I read somewhere on the chat that someone said that you look like Robert Lewandowski. I don't know if you know him.
I don't understand if I would resemble Gosudark at all. I'm assuming this is some sort of...
Guys, stop trolling.
Oh, there we go. Now I see what I want to see. All right, the final game. It's about to happen, folks. In massive lag, who will take the win?
Hey, you know what? The last game there wasn't so much lag, so maybe this time it will be okay also. And we're off.
It wasn't that laggy. I guess I am watching from your stream, which adds even a little bit extra lag.
Yeah.
So maybe it wasn't as bad as it feels to me.
Yeah, it was
right,
quite decent.
The deciding match in the left-hand side here of Sylphid, we have Favorit. And on the right-hand side, as our Teal Terran, we have Gosudark.
Teal Protoss. You said Teal Terran. Okay, and we're off. So what we'll see now. Maybe someone will play some fast expansion, fast DTs, not fake fast DTs, but fast DTs.
And if Gosudark is going to be my twin, I'm going to have to work on my lag game. My lag game is lagging behind. It's not up to par. Oh, or maybe I am Gosudark. Who knows? It's just mysteries. I'm simultaneously casting and playing my game to get an advantage, so I can be obsing as well. It's really been a nice advantage. It was a little unfortunate though. I couldn't win the second game even with that advantage.
Yeah.
It's the lag. It's the lag, guys. I blame the lag.
Yeah.
All right, so we got normal pylons inside the base for both players.
No shenanigans.
I want to see 29 Arbiter build, please.
You know what? Today I watched some games of The World, and he played PvP Faster Beater.
Did he?
Yeah, I was really surprised.
At his own level, or was he like?
Yeah, I think that on his own level.
Oh shit!
Maybe he had another account and slightly lower than 2,300, but still, that was amusing. Okay, favorite goes for 2 gateways. Oh, and favorite should know switch the path, scout position. No, he scouts the middle and will go down. So both players will scout themselves in the first position.
And, oh, 2 gates again from Favorit, right?
No.
See that.
Last game, Gosudark started with 2 gates.
Yeah, but like Favorit did make 2 gates, right?
Yes.
So he is making
as a response to Gosudark's 2 gates. So I'm curious how Gosudark will answer to this build order.
Yeah, this is interesting too, because Favorit is willing to go 2 gates with the series on the line. So that's interesting. And again, immediately gas. So it is 2 gates with tech. And ooh, Favorit's going to probably lose his probe here. Gosudark a little slow to react though. Couldn't get that last ninja hit in the mineral line.
1 HP. And died. There's no probe. One kill. All right.
Oh, the Zealot got it. Wow, okay.
Yeah. And we have DTs.
DT from Gosudark. Very fitting.
But this will be scouted for sure. This will be scouted.
Yeah, the Zealots should punch through and see that. So it should give Favorit enough time to go for cannon or ob or whatever choice he wants to defend. I
think that at this stage, only
like
cannons will be in time.
Well, yeah, you might be right.
Yeah.
Citadel is still making. All right, so here we go. He's got 2 probes built. He really doesn't want Favorit to see this, huh? All right, so here we go. He's going to try to block. Probes are going to put up a shield battery. Wow, yeah. So I think he really, well, maybe even needs that to defend. I don't know. So let's see how well he can hold against this here. But the Zealots are already in, and that is where it starts to get more annoying. You can hold your ramp. Obviously, that's the best case situation. If not, you have to hold your minerals. But let's face it, the DTs are 100% about to get scouted here. So that will give Favorit the chance to... Okay, now Favorit will see it. Now, the only danger here is if Favorit's busy microing and doesn't look at what he's seeing until a little bit later, that, every second here could be relevant. Let's see if he's made any response at home yet. No, only just now starting to send the probe, so he's definitely focused on his micro. And he needs to get a forge started, like ASAP. Has he not paid attention to what he saw? Maybe that probe's there to make a forge, but this is kind of slow. Okay, so he did see it. Now let's just hope he's seen it in time for the sake of not having a game that ends in 8 minutes.
This will be very close, because the DT just started and the forge is halfway there.
He's probably going to have to make like 2 or 3 cannon. Well, ooh, if the DT were out right now, I'd be scared shitless for him. A lot hinging on these moments right here. DT is coming. Cannon is about to start. I mean, if you use the rule of lings, I think his cannon might finish on time, right? Because like travel speed between a DT and a ling should be about the same. You guys start cannons the same time the lings are popping. So I think he might actually get the cannon up in time.
And a really interesting follow-up. 2 additional gateways in the range, so probably he will Oh my god, he walled the DT in the main.
He doesn't know. Yeah, he doesn't know. He just walled in by itself. All right, so the cannon definitely gets up. Surprisingly, he only made one cannon against the way Gosudark plays. Because Gosudark, I feel like, would be one of those pro tosses where you'd make like one, maybe even two cannons and be like, I'm safe. And then all of a sudden he'll just like have saved up like 6 DTs and walk past. And you're just like, wow.
But you know what?
But actually, Favorit's really well positioned. He's positioned to block that.
Yeah, but taking into account that Gosudark went for 3 gateways in range,
yeah,
he might try to snipe this one and a second cannon and then attack with DTs.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would be very smart. He's also getting a robo though, so we'll see where he goes with that.
So we'll see probably a DT drop. Good that Favorit started his own robotic facility.
Yeah. Although, no, depending on the size of the DT drop, if he drops 4 DTs and Favorit doesn't see it, he'll lose his Nexus.
Yeah.
All right, so Robo finishes here for Gosudark. Is it Obs? Okay, so it's Obs to counter DT possibility since he doesn't know what the heck Favorit's doing.
We have a cannon.
All right, that's a good start. That's a good start. Nexus almost done. I wonder if Gosudark's made an economy this game, or is he still on like 10 probes? He actually has made a little bit of an economy. Not a huge economy, but a little bit of an economy.
Yeah, something like 15 probes versus 12 plus 12. So still a little bit behind, although better than in the prior game. See, Favorit is anticipating a drop. Wow.
Oh, is 4 DTs. All right. This will get interesting for sure. Now, Favorit looks pretty well positioned. I honestly don't think he's going to take too much damage since he's ready for this with 2 cannons and 2 dragoons. The only thing that's maybe slightly disadvantageous is the cannons are not in the mineral line, but I don't think he's going to lose. Actually, it doesn't even matter. Even if he loses both cannons, there's off. So this is not scary. Oh, that's actually going to be a really nice. Gosudark is probably seeing this and being like, yes. All right, so this could definitely kill the cannons and get some probes, although the fact that there's obs out makes this much less threatening. He needs to start dropping those DTs, though, so they get down. All right, so immediately drilling on top of the cannons, trying to block these DTs. One cannon's already down. The next cannon's in the process. The obs comes back.
Nice.
How many has he killed already? Has he killed 2? Has he killed 3? Oh, the shuttle's probably not going to make... Okay, so shuttle's down, and that is handled perfectly. So Favorit turns what could have been a very scary situation into now a huge advantage. I mean, he's got an expansion up and running. And let's not forget, Favorit has Templar Tech of his own just about on the line, on the way.
But Gosudark has an observer, so...
Oh. Watch, Gosudark is going to snipe Favorit's observers, and then go snipe Favorit's cannon and send 3 hidden DTs. So apparently Gosudark does have enough of an army here at the moment to push Favorit back to his cannons. He's actually adding a 3rd cannon here. What's the gate count? 3 gates, and we have 3 gates from Favorit? Okay, we got 2.
Started.
Still, with those cannons, I think he'll be okay. I don't think Gosudark has brought a Reaver up.
That would be too much, I think. DTs, observers, Reavers, and 4 gates. With his economy, my god.
Yeah, should be fine. He'd have to mess up in like the next couple seconds. That's a pretty good arc setup now too for Favorit. Oh, he's actually going to go in for it. All right, so Gosudark's just going for it, and it's obviously not going to work. And so Gosudark is probably just going to GG after this, because he doesn't even have an expansion. Actually, there's a few more reinforcing Dragoons. High Templar coming out, but still, there's 3 goons and 4 cannons and reinforcements and an Archon to tank a boatload of goon shots.
Yeah, I think that Favorit is a really good position. Gosudark will have 10 goons versus 6-7 goons plus Zealot plus cannons plus Archon. I think that
it's over. It's over. Favorit is going to be your winner. Gosudark's gonna charge into this wall one more time, and then he's probably gonna GG. If not, well, that's gonna be a pain, because he should be. Double forging even is favorite. Come on, Gosudark, what are you waiting for? You're not even reinforcing this. Are you really gonna just stay here? Oh, you're gonna try to bring a Reaver?
No, I think another drop, and when Favorite will go back.
Yeah, that's probably what he wants.
Yeah, that's what I think. Although no DTs, so maybe
yeah,
a
so
fake
it's
drop.
like a 4 Zealot drop really going to be that scary? Yeah, or I guess you could just fake drop and like hope he pulls back a big portion of his army or something. Actually, no, he's all the way back at home. What is he doing?
No idea.
You don't even have an expansion done. Your opponent has had his natural done for like 3 minutes. You've got 1 probe at your natural. He doesn't even have 10 probes in his main. Oh my gosh. Interestingly, he's chosen to make so many Archons. I guess he was feeling pressured and just didn't feel like he'd have time for Storm. But I mean, obviously, Storm is generally the better choice against Dragoon-heavy armies like what Gosudark has here.
And we have even a Reaver.
He's gonna, so he really wants to try a bust. Or maybe he wants to defend and try to play macro from a 50 supply deficit, 40 supply deficit. Alright, so Favorite's going to move across the map, and for the sake of our sanity, I'm going to hope Favorite just easily wins this fight. Wow, Gosudark actually made an Archon too. Come on, Favorite, I believe. Just roll over this army right now. He's definitely got Superior Zealot count, he's got legs, he's got a few Archons in there. The Reaver's getting a few shots off, but it's just 1 Reaver, so the splash from that, not that insane. He's now on top, attacking the Reaver just a little bit. Still got Zealots there hitting the green, still got an Archon on. Looks like this is pretty much... actually, Gosudark might just hold this. Gosudark might just hold this. Dang it.
My god, how did this happen?
Too much Reaver Micro, a little bit of splash in there.
Yeah.
So I gotta give Gosudark credit, that was a nice hold. He's still really far behind, it's kind of like the last game. He survived the attack, but he's still really far behind. And Favorite's just going to move over and take a third. He traded armies. He's got 6 gateways to Gosudark's 4. He's happy with that trade.
Upgrades, High Templars, everything is going fine. So, but like you said, we need to give credit to Gosudark for this defense. I really thought that this would be over.
I thought he was just going to die.
Yeah.
Lag micro OP. Somehow Peruvians just know in the lag, if you run your shuttle around, it works. Yeah, I swear Gosudark feels like there's like a probe limit. It's like if you go over 30 probes, you just lose. Like your buildings just explode and you're just out.
And nice upgrades. 2-1 against 0.
Yeah, ridiculous upgrades.
Yeah.
Like once Gosudark moves into a position that's not a narrow choke with splash or Favorite has storms, like those superior upgrades are just gonna make a ridiculous difference. Particularly how weak the Zealots are going to start to get. Like the Dragoon shot, okay, 1 damage off the Dragoon shot, but when Zealots are double hits, 8 hits, and they're being reduced to 6, that's a bunch.
Okay, I think that Favorite is preparing for another attack or something.
Which hopefully will work. I mean, look at the supply. Oh! Still 40 supply. Oh,
we missed a storm drop.
Did he actually get any probes? We probably did, but I couldn't actually tell. Gosudark might have less than 10 probes.
No difference. No difference.
You don't even notice the difference. Does he even have 10 probes? All right, so now we're charging. Okay, now he's got storms on the Reaver, on the shuttle. 1 Reaver very softened up. Still not that many goons in the back front. Gosudark is going to hold this second attack here. And he's still not going to get the shuttle. But it's still great for Favorite. Like every time Favorite does this, it's still good for him. Gosudark has 3 probes. He doesn't even have a full control group. It is, oh my gosh, Gosudark literally on 17 probes or something. 17 probes against a 3-base Protoss, yeah.
But look at it. On the other hand, he survives each and every attack.
And the more interesting question is, Gosudark even making probes? Like, is he? No, he's not even making. He just lose all your probes in Storm Drop. Don't make more probes. have 340 APM.
And literally, he's not doing any.
All right, so Gosudark is trying to create the Hanbang timing of a lifetime here to somehow escape the round of 8. Actually, what's funny is that Gosudark is like not moving out. Like, Gosudark has good mind games early on, but the way sometimes he just sits here, it's really confusing. It's like he understands how to play good mind games in the early game, and then totally doesn't understand the late game. Like his Protoss opponent is on 3 bases, and Gosudark has 0 economy, and he's just
We missed
sitting at
another
home.
drop.
Yeah. We saw the tail end of it. Although there's so few probes, I think he ran in there and probably just didn't even go for the drop. So yeah, I mean, Gosudark, I think Gosudark is actually probably going to win this battle too. Well, there might be some storms in there. Let's see, because Favorit still doesn't have like a huge army. Actually, Favorit needs to pull back, and he does. Favorit needs to just get more AoE and a little bit more whatever, and then just go for it. He's suiciding in a few zealots here. This is sloppy for Favorit. Alright, so he finally gets another storm down. He still hasn't killed the Reaver, though. He is moving back and getting these Archons. He's slowly picking this army apart. I want you to... Oh, okay. I want you to realize... Okay, he's finally won. I was like... He's finally broken this army. Look at this supply. It's like... He's gonna have less than 20 supply after his army dies. Alright,
And
so
GG,
Favorit
guys.
and Bond are advancing from group... Well, which group number was this?